What's going on, guys? Just gonna make a video here talking about the tier 17 Scarab farming strategy that I've been running. There's a lot of videos on it. Most people probably know what it's about, what to do. It's just gonna be my vid on it, and just to kind of quickly go over it. This is kind of the setup I'm running. I recombed all my idols myself. I would recommend you do the same. If you do this strategy, you'll save roughly half the cost if you just recomb them yourself. It'll be annoying, it'll probably take you a while. It took me about 3 hours, but yeah, I saved like half as much. So yeah, first getting into it, what idols to use. You're going to want to use 4 conch idols. Each of them you want to have increased effective explicit modifiers per explicit modifier, as well as increased effective explicit modifiers per 5% map quality. On one of the idols, you want to have scarabs found in your maps are more likely to be less common varieties. Again, you only need to have that on one of them out of the 4 idols, so yeah. Then I have 3 totemics, increased effective explicit modifiers on your maps. And then rare monsters in your maps have increased chance to drop scarabs per modifier affecting them. That's the key mod there. That's kind of like making this whole strat like kind of pop off. Then we have 1 Kamasan idol. Scarabs found in your maps are more likely to be ambush and then more likely to be cartography. I just slammed both of those together. This is kind of whatever you want to put there. I would just put ambush and carto because it's money. And then I have 5 minor idols. Your maps contain more monster packs consisting of difficult and rewarding monsters, and then increased scarabs found in your maps. Just slam both of those 2 together. Again, just recomb these. I would. They're a lot cheaper. The scarabs you want to use for this setup, you want to use 2 adversary, 2 divinity, and then 1 horned nemesis. The nemesis is going to synergize really well with that totemic mod. The rare monsters have increased chance to drop scarabs per modifier. It just synergizes super well with that. Now, as far as rolling the maps, just roll for scarab quantity. I put my regex in, and then I roll for like 80 to 90 scarab quant. And as long as it falls in line with my regex, I will chisel it up and run it. And notice how I said as long as it falls in line with my regex. I'm very picky with the mods, like for example volatile cores. I notice it tends to give a really high scarab quant, but that mod actually makes me want to put a hole through my screen, so I just refuse to run it no matter what and how good it is. But if you're willing to run some of the mods that I don't run, of course you'll have even better results. Just keep in mind the increased effective explicit mods make some of the mods you may have tolerated before even more like egregious and just insane. So like for example, ensnaring vines, it's like 2 by default, and then if they're turboed, yeah, so like it's 2 by default and then it's 4, but if they're turboed, you like basically have perma 10 stack ensnaring vine on you the whole map, unless you're like off screening them, I guess, but yeah, otherwise it's such a miserable experience. So just for like the sake of sanity, just try not to deal with that. Also, before you chisel the map, you will want to check if the map has the mod for additional rare modifiers. The rare monsters have additional mods. I think it's 2 extra mods. You want to check for that one. Those are going to be your juicy maps. If it does have that mod, you want to hit it with the scarab chisels instead of the normal ones, because those maps are the ones that will have those massive scarab explosions and pretty often just result in multiple tinks per map. So as far as running the maps, running them, it's pretty much up to you, to be honest. I personally just boss rush so I can avoid the boss altars. I kill the boss, then start clearing the map. That's actually not entirely due to just wanting more quant altars. The increased explicit effect again that we're stacking, it makes the mods just so insane to the point where just stacking those with the boss altars is just, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. It's just terrible. It's just too much. There's just going to be just insane stuff to deal with, so for the sake of insanity and just a headache, I just would avoid doing that. But that's pretty much it. I hope you found the video helpful, and until next time, peace.